Isso aqui, oh, é pouquinho de Brasil, iaia.
Hi, today I'm going to talk a little bit about drop spindle. The first disclaimer is I'm not good at this. I think that drop spindles are a work of art. They're beautiful, but because I didn't think I was going to really use them, I decided that I wouldn't buy those beautiful pieces. Instead, when I was having my course, my husband made me 2 drop spindles. So we went to Lee Valley, that is a wood store in Canada, and he bought some wheels and some sticks. They put them together. This one he made a hook on it, and this one we have this hook. I normally don't use drop spindles, but when I use drop spindles, I tend to use this one. And the reason being is because I can put a weave bobbin in it, and then I just attach the drop spindle, the hook, and here we go. So if you see here, this one I start my lead underneath and then I tied it on the top. But if you are using a bobbin, it's better to start here. So I just have a thread and I go through it, and I can go through it again, but on this top part, because then what it does is when I want to take the bobbin out, it will be easy for me to do it. So, and I put one here to see if I can hold my bobbin down to the bottom, because sometimes it goes up and it's annoying. So I prefer to work with sleeves like this thick. If I have a fiber that comes in a thicker yarn, then I can just split it and spin it from there. But I have this fiber here, and that's what I'm going to use. So for me to start to spin, all I do is open up the 2 threads. And so before that, some people like to attenuate the fleece before they start spinning. Normally when I do that, my drop spindle drops, so I don't do that. But maybe it's something that is going to work for you. That's why I'm saying it. The other thing is, some people will put the fiber around their wrist to start working, because if you have the fiber here, occasionally it's going to touch and then it's going to attach to your singles that is being spun, and that's going to create a blob there. It's not good. I don't use it around. I prefer to put it around on the back of my shoulders. So then what I do is I just open the 2 threads and I give it a twist, and then my yarn is attached to the lead. If by any chance you made attach very thick, you just attenuate that part and then you're going to be good. So give it a twist and then you can let it go. If you see that it's going to split, it's okay. All you do is you put on the top of your yarn that you were using before, then you do it again and you pull, give another twist, and it's together. So Then you go here and you roll it to the bottom. And you always try to make the bottom part thicker than everything, because it looks like a pyramid or something like that. And that's going to help with the balance of the drop spindle. Okay, so you roll again around the hook and give it a tuck and keep going. So there are different kinds of drop spindles, and but the most common are the ones that you're gonna roll them. There's a Turkish spindle that I would like to have one because I think they're beautiful, and they make balls, so you could ply directly out of the balls. But here I have my yarn done. When I'm ready to stop spinning, all I'm going to do is roll the fiber here and then put it aside. So I like to use the bobbins because I can easily make 2, 3, 4 ply, whatever the number of plies you want with a box. You just get a shoe box, get some double-headed needle, a double point needle, and put it here. Oops. And there. Almost. The others went easy. Okay, and then you're ready to go. So if I want to ply, I'm going to do a 2 ply, but you could do 3, 4, how many plies you wanted. You just grab your fiber, and when you're going to ply, you're going to ply on the opposite side. Like if you spun S, the Z, you're going to ply S. I'm going to give a knot here just to be fast. When I'm spinning, I don't give knots when plying, when I'm spinning on the spinning wheel. So here I have the fiber, and the thing is, if I just let my drop spindle, I'm going to put my finger in between the 2 yarns just so that I keep the twists getting together. If I put it here, you're going to see which side you have to do the twist, because the bobbin will try to untwist the yarn. So because I'm plying, I have to add more twist to this side. And for this case, and you see here, let me just get there. In this case, I prefer to give it more twist. So if you look, I have a lot of twist, but as long as I can unroll it, it's okay. Then have it balanced. Because if you have it balanced at this point, what is going to happen is that when you wash the wool, it's going to lose twist, and then you're going to have again an unbalanced yarn going to the other direction. So I have a tendency to forget which side I plied, so that's why I spun one with a drop spindle. So that's why I like the fact that if I put here, it's going to tell me itself which way it has to go. But let's say, so now I have a lot of twist, still coming out easily. But let's say for some reason you want a balanced yarn. All you have to do is let the twist the drop spindle balance itself, or close to balance itself, and the yarn is going to be a balanced yarn. Let's see. Oh, you still have twist here. So let's check it now. So now you have what would be a balanced yarn. But normally we don't want a balanced yarn. We want something with a little bit more twist. But with this way, you can do as many plies as you want. You just keep on going until you finish, and then you take it out as a 2-ply yarn. So that's the great advantage of the bobbins, because you can just make as many plies as you want, and it's an easy one. But there is another way to do a 3-ply, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So this is the only drop spindle that I bought, and it's a cute one. It has a sheep on the top, and if you see, it's different from the ones that my husband made, because the base is in the bottom and the hook is on the top. This, the hook is and the base are close together. And the other good thing about this is it has a little grip here for the yarn. So what I'm going to do is a 3-ply that is like Navajo ply or a chain ply. And the way you do it, you start doing a butterfly with the yarn that you spun. And just 1 second. I'm almost getting there. Okay, so if you see now, I got to the end of the singles, and I have my loop here that I put it there, because I already have all this yarn that is spun and is 3-ply. So now what I do is I like to put it on the hook, on the little thing here, and then I'm going to put it around the hook. Then all you have to do is take the fiber through the loop, and we already see that it's going that way, so you just give it a twist and you can keep going. So I'm going to give it another twist just to be sure. Then I can take it here, wrap in the bottom, then I go again here, going to wrap around the hook, and then I have my loop again. Just go with the loop, and oops, the drop spindle is already telling me which way I have to do it to help it with, and here it goes. So let's say I don't want to work with it anymore, then all I have to do is row it here, or if I want to go on anyway, what I do is I put the loop throughout this part to tie it up, but you could tie the loop around the drop spindle itself if you don't have a spindle like that. The single one comes here and I go on spinning. One of the things that make your drop spindle fall is when you have thick and thin. Like if you pull, and I do have some thick and thin here, but if you pull too much difference, the twist is going to go all in the thin part, and that will make the yarn break. And I have some big thick and thins here, but anyway. So then, once I spun, I just go here and add to this part again. Oops. Here. Go there. Let me just put it here. And it's going. So what I like about this is that by the end of your spindle, like when it's full, I never got a full spindle, never in my life. But if you get a full drop spindle, then you take it out and all you have is a 3-ply yarn. So I will just ply this again. So I'm making my butterfly. And then I will get my hook, my loop. And here. Then I'll tie, oops, sorry. Put it here, tie it here. And then I have my loop again that I can just put the things here. And now I'm already seeing which side the drop spindle is going. I just give it a push. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. And now I'm ready to stop. So again, I'll just put it here. Put my loop through. You could, if you didn't have this part, you could just have your loop on the hook and that's good enough. But because I have this part here, I just put it there and I'm ready for the next time. So I hope you got something useful out of this. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.
Isso aqui, oh, é pouquinho de Brasil, ia, ia.